Happy New Year. Have you actually set an intention yet for 2021? That is the question. Have you set an intention word for 2021? So, for the past couple of years, I have learned to set an intention word instead of actually setting a New Year's resolution. And the reason is because I've heard statistics anywhere from 85 to 95% of our intentions or our New Year's resolutions actually do not come to fruition. So we choose, and you can choose to set an intention word instead. So this is something that we went over. I'm going to briefly show you. This is an example of an intention with a client that I used, and her intention word was peace. So this is something that we shared in our mastermind group this morning. And you can see this is something that I set up as a way to get more organized, where you have peace or your intention word, and then you have 3 pillars underneath. So for this example, self-love, freedom, and forgiveness were her 3 pillars to achieve peace. And then she chose a quote here at the bottom. So it doesn't have to be this fancy. You can actually do this on a piece of paper where you choose an intention word, and then you kind of have 3 bullet points with the 3 pillars, and then maybe 3 action items underneath each of those. So I'll give you an example here with the self-love. Every morning, telling yourself you are good enough, whole, not broken. Today, I am grateful for blank. So you can actually, write a sticky note on your mirror saying, I am enough. And this is a way to take aligned action for self-love. So, and you also can write it in lipstick. I am enough. Okay, so that's just one little example. So she did 10 things under self-love, but you can start with 3. It doesn't have to be this fancy, okay? Here is another example where the intention word was mindfulness, and gratitude, meditation, and quality versus quantity was her 3 areas. Okay, so for example, she set herself that she wanted to meditate daily for 5 minutes. That was her aligned action, right? So we've got the intention word, mindfulness. One of the pillars is meditation. And then underneath meditation is her specific steps to get there. So again, you can pick as little as 3. It doesn't have to be that long. I really like this one because she chose quality over quantity and recognizing that she can't do it all. She can't do it all, and it's okay to say no to activities, spending quality time versus quantity of time, okay? So just to give you a couple examples of some power words. So one is abundance, action, authenticity, balance, the word being, which in mindfulness we call this non-striving. So you're being instead of doing. Clarity, courage, creativity, dream is one, gratitude, harmony, peace, health, intuition, joy, laughter, smile, spirituality, wellness. I mentioned miracles as one, sharing, success. What else? Love is a popular one. Money, prosperity, wealth, possibility. I like the word miracles is another one. Power, presence, responsibility. So you can actually Google power words, or you can Google intention words. And for example, last year, my intention was alignment, and this year it is abundance. So my 3 pillars underneath abundance is love, prosperity, and getting the third one, love, prosperity, and health. So those are my 3 pillars. So being abundant in health, being abundant in prosperity, and being abundant in, I'm sorry, guys, I'm losing my train of thought. So we've got prosperity, health, and love. So for me, the love piece, hey, Tony, Happy New Year, girl. The love piece for me is self-love. So that's really where my focus is self-love. And this is something I've been working on for going on 8 years, but really diving in since 2017, the past 3 years. So Tony, let me know if you have an intention word. I was just talking about, if you missed the beginning, that New Year's resolutions on average, anywhere from 85 to 95% fail, and they usually only go past the month of January. So that's why the past couple of years, I started with intention words for the year. And last year it was alignment. This year it's abundance. And then I showed a quick couple examples of some client examples of picking an intention word. This one was peace. And underneath, you pick 3 pillars, right? And then underneath those 3 pillars, you have the action steps, what we call aligned action to get there. So for example, mine would be abundance, and then self-love would be the same as hers is love. Then it would be prosperity, and then it would be health. Those are my 3 areas of abundance that I'm focused on in 2021. So, and again, it doesn't have to be this fancy. You can write it down in a notebook and journal, or you could write it down in a notebook and then create it on a piece of paper and just sketch it out and have your intention word and then your 3 bubbles underneath, and then pick 3 bullet points underneath each of those bubbles. So that's a way to get very specific about what your intentions are, and to have something to look at as a reminder every day to stay on track for that intention word. And it's a great way for those of you that own a business, for example, to stay on track, to go back to those intention words underneath your main word and ask yourself, is this in alignment with my intention? And if the answer is no, then you say no to that particular idea or that particular opportunity, okay? Because part of self-care is setting boundaries, and that's not only with our relationships, but it's also with business opportunities, right? Because we can overwhelm ourselves with accepting too many projects and too many opportunities, okay? Okay, so Tony says her word is committed, and she has faith, focus, and health. I love that. I love that. Someone this morning said their power word was actually power. And I think underneath, one of them was courage, and then she was trying to figure out the other 2 bubbles, but she said power. So power in that, she has the power to decide her own happiness. She has the power to decide to stay in peace, even in a global pandemic, even in the political environment that we're in. You still can choose peace. She has the power to decide. She has the power to take action, to change the things that are not working for her anymore, right? To change the samskara patterns that aren't working. That we have the choice. We have the power. And we also talked about beginner's mind this morning, which is a mindfulness technique. So reminding ourselves that to always stay in beginner's mind, and that sometimes we have to continue to remind ourselves of these things, especially in the climate that we're in a global pandemic. And there's so many things that are out of our control right now, to come back over and over again to remind ourselves that we are in control and that we can decide how we react or respond in any situation, and that we have an opportunity every single day right now to practice this. And we also talked about how, you can not only have a new day every day, but you actually can reset your day multiple times throughout the day. It doesn't even have to be daily in the morning. It can be 3-4 times in the day you decide to reset your day if you're having a difficult day, okay? Tony Ann says, committed to loving and expanding my faith, committed to focusing daily on what serves me, and committed to loving healthy food and exercise. I love that, girl. Yay! I'm so glad that this is helpful for you. Yay! So, yeah, I just wanted to quickly get on here and wish you all a happy, happy new year, happy 2021. And I'm just doing what I've been doing over the past going on a year, just sharing with you what we're doing in the mastermind or any little quick tidbits that will be healthy, or excuse me, will be helpful for you. And I hope this is. So sending you guys love, light, and blessings. So much love. I hope you can feel it through the screen. I know there's a lot going on right now. So again, I'm sending you just love and peace and serenity and zen. And I want you to practice all the things. I want you to practice exercise and, you know, self-love, right? So self-care, exercise, meditation, prayer, music, dancing, exercise. I said that, being in nature, yoga, breath work, singing, whatever you need to do, reaching out to friends, reaching out to make connections, maybe building new connections right now, right? Sending you love. Thank you, Tony. You know, maybe right now it's building new connections, right? Or maybe it's reconnecting with old friends that you've not talked to in a while, right? So just a reminder to all of you that, you know, we are not alone, even though right now we might feel, each of us have probably felt alone right now at some point through this whole quarantine and through this whole global pandemic that we're in. But there's a reminder that we don't have to be alone and we can all stay connected here online. And, you know, one other side note that I'll share, many of you know my belief system, that I believe in a higher power and I believe in God. And that has been the one thing that has definitely helped me to get through this pandemic and to remind me that I'm not alone. Because with all of us having to be, you know, in our house for as long as we have been, and then to continue to have to be really careful with how we go out and how we interact with people, and not being able to hug people, not being able to, you know, having to have social distancing and all these things, is really hard on the human psyche, right? Because we as humans need connection. And so I just want you to remember to give yourself that self-care for mental, emotional, physical health. And just remember to be gentle with yourself right now, okay? And just continue to remind yourself that you're doing the best that you can in the circumstances that we're in, that you're always doing the best that you can, okay? So again, I'm sending you guys so much love, so much protective light around you, and blessings. And I can't wait to continue to connect with you here. And thank you so much, Tony Ann, for participating in this, for jumping on here. And if anyone who watches the replay, please put #replay. If you ever have any questions for us, feel free to message us. You can message me directly. You can DM me on Instagram. We're here to support you. So again, sending you love, light, and blessings, and we will continue to see you in 2021. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day. See you, Tony Ann.